Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about the abnormalities of growth hormone secretion. So in previous lecture you study about the hormones of the antipituitary and the growth hormone. What is the mechanism of the action of the growth hormone? What are the action of the growth hormone? And okay, so that you learn in the previous lecture. So today we are discuss about the abnormalities of growth hormone secretion. So this topic is very important for your exam as well as viva. Okay, so abnormalities of growth hormone secretion. So hypersecretion of the growth hormone before puberty. If growth hormone secretion increases before puberty, then it is called gigantism, and growth hormone secretion increase after puberty, then it is called acromegaly. Means if growth hormone secretion it increase before puberty, then height of the individual that increase more than like 7 to 8 feet. And if growth hormone secretion increase after puberty, then there is no increase in the height of the individual, but thickness of the bone increase. Okay. Gigantism. So in gigantism there is a excess growth of the body occur randomly. So the height of the subject that look like a giant with height of 7 to 8 feet. What are the causes of gigantism? So hypersecretion of the growth hormone in the childhood, before fusion of the epiphysis of the bone with the shaft due to tumor of the acidophil cells in the anterior pituitary. So these are the causes of the gigantism. Now we see the sign and symptoms of gigantism. So person becomes very tall, huge stature with the height more than 7 to 8 feet. Limbs are disproportionately long. Also there is a hyperglycemia occur due to increased growth hormone level. It increase the blood sugar level. Okay, because this increased level of the growth hormone. Okay, so it because of that there is a beta cell of the pancreas, it burn. Okay, so there is insulin action decreases, so blood sugar level increase and person become glycosuric, that is known as pituitary diabetes. Also there is a visual disturbance occur. Okay, so these are the sign and symptoms. So this is a picture that showing the gigantism. So the height of the individual increase with the disproportionate limbs. Okay. In this figure also identical twins are there. Okay, in that the excess growth hormone secretion occur, so height is increased. Now the second abnormality of the growth hormone is acromegaly. So in acromegaly there is an enlargement, thickening and broadening of the bones occur, that is particularly in the extremity. Causes of acromegaly is hypersecretion of the growth hormone. So after fusion of the epiphysis with the shaft of the bone, okay, so if there is an increase in the growth hormone, so height of the individual is not increased. Okay, and also there is a tumor of the acidophilic cell is there, then acromegaly occur. Which are the clinical features of acromegaly? So facial features, gorilla-like face occur. There is a thickening and wrinkle formation occur in the forehead. Then protrusion of the supraorbital ridges occur. Thickening of the lips occur. And lower jaw become protruded. That is protrusion of the lower jaw. That is known as prognathism. Then acral bone enlargement. So there is an enlargement of the hands and feet. Okay, also spine become bowing of the spine occur, that is known as kyphosis. Okay, so facial features and acral enlargement occur. Next clinical feature is bulldog scalp. So scalp is thickened and it is thrown into folds and wrinkles. Visceral organs, they become enlarged. Visceromegaly occur like lung, thymus, heart, liver and spleen. This all organ become enlarged. Also there is a hyperglycemia occur. So it produces glycosuria and produce pituitary diabetes. Okay. So this acromegaly that occur due to tumor of the cell. So this tumor that increase in the size and it compress the optic chiasma. So what happen? This is optic chiasma, it is a part of the visual pathway. So when there is compression over the optic chiasma, so it produce a change in the vision. Okay, so there is a bitemporal hemianopia occur because this tumor that compress the optic chiasma that lying beneath the sella turcica. So these are all clinical features of acromegaly. So this picture that showing the enlargement of the bones of the hand. Acral bone become enlarged. It is called acromegaly. This is a gorilla-like face. You can see there is a thickening of the forehead. Okay, thickening of the bones of the face. Then the lower jaw become protruded. Prognathism you can see. So first we see the increase in the growth hormone. Now we see the decrease in the growth hormone, that is hyposecretion of the growth hormone. So if growth hormone secretion decreases during childhood, it is produced dwarfism, and if growth hormone secretion decreases during adult, then it produces panhypopituitarism. So what is panhypopituitarism? So when all the hormones of the anterior pituitary decrease, means decrease secretion of the all the anterior pituitary hormones, that is known as panhypopituitarism. So it may be congenital or present from the birth, or it may occur suddenly or slowly at any time during the life, that most often resulting from the pituitary tumor that destroy this pituitary gland. Okay, so that is known as panhypopituitarism. Dwarfism that occur during childhood. So in dwarfism there is decreased secretion of the growth hormone. So the height of the individual is decreased. So growth becomes stunted. all the physical parts of the body develop in the appropriate proportion to the one another. Okay, so all the physical parts of the body that develop in appropriate proportion to each other, one another, the rate of the development is decrease. Child does not pass through the puberty and never secrete the sufficient gonadotropic hormones to develop the adult sexual function. So in that requirement of the human growth hormone. Panhypopituitarism in the adult. Which are the causes? Craniopharyngioma, that is a one tumor, chromophobe tumor, and thrombosis of the pituitary blood vessel. So these are the causes of panhypopituitarism in the adult. So what is the effect of panhypopituitarism? Means the effect is produced according to each hormone. So if a decreased secretion of TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, so T3 and T4 does not secrete in adequate quantity, so okay, decrease the activity of thyroid gland, so it produces hypothyroidism. Okay, also there is a decreased secretion of ACTH. Okay, so ACTH does not secrete in adequate amount, so adrenal gland, from that there is decreased production of glucocorticoids by adrenal gland. Also there is a FSH and LH production is decreased, so sexual function are lost. So okay, so all the hormones of anterior pituitary they decrease, so it produces a effect on its target or organ. So what is the treatment of panhypopituitarism? So you have to administer adrenocortical and thyroid hormones. So gonadotropin hormones. Now what is the difference between the gigantism and acromegaly? So gigantism, there is an increased growth. So person become giants, means height of the individual increase due to increased activity of somatotropes, that is a tumor during development. Also there is a hyperglycemia occur. Acromegaly, there is increased growth of the acral parts of the body. Acral parts mean the bones of the hand and feet. So it is occur due to increased activity of the somatotropes or after puberty. So gigantism occur before puberty and acromegaly occur after puberty. So acromegaly occur after closure of the epiphyseal plate. So in acromegaly there is no increase in the height of the person. Okay, so bone does not increase in the height, bone grows only in the thickness. So there is a enlargement of the hands and feet. Also there is a membranous bone, okay, enlarged like cranium, nose, supraorbital ridges, chin. Okay, so these bones are increased in the thickness. Also there is a prognathism occur. Okay, there is a increased protrusion of the lower jaw, that is known as prognathism. So that occur in the acromegaly. Also visual disturbances occur in the gigantism and acromegaly. Okay. Also one condition is there, Lorentz dwarfism, in that there is a decreased sensitivity of the receptor to the growth hormone. So growth hormone is secreted in the adequate quantity, but there is decreased sensitivity of the receptor. Okay, so there is a Lorentz dwarfism. Okay, and second condition is African pygmies. Okay, so in that there is a defect in the genetic problem is there. So okay, so growth hormone receptor is okay, growth hormone secretion is okay, but there is a problem in the gene. Okay, so African pygmies and Lawrence dwarfism, it is also occur due to growth hormone, related to growth hormone deficiency. So this is all about the applied aspect of the growth hormone.